Okay, for this assignment, we've been working in TinkerCAD with pretty much the basic shapes that TinkerCAD has. Now we want to start being able to bring in any image from the internet and add it into our 3D build. So here's our steps. Go ahead into TinkerCAD and click New Design. And I'm going to change the title immediately. And I haven't said much about that, but let's try to make sure that we're naming our files as efficiently as we can. So go ahead and put your last name, and we're actually going to call this NamePlate. NamePlate. Okay, so basically what we're going to do is we're going to bring out a cube. And for those that have not done this a lot, make sure you try to do more of this. Always bring a ruler down. So top right here, click, hold, and drag, bring it down to your work plane. Now, anytime I click on a shape, I get all the shape dimensions. I really don't have specific numbers I need this to be. I basically know I want this shorter, smaller. So let's make it 5 tall. Let's make it, we'll probably change it later. Let's make it 60 by 60 for now. Okay, so that's basically what I'm going to fuse things on. I'm going to put that to the side. Okay, and we're going to put our last name on this, and let's show you how to do that. Look, we could scroll down under basic shapes and pick text, but I recently found a cooler text to use. So where it says basic shapes, click on that and you get this drop down menu. Under shape generators, I want you to click on all. Now you get all these weird shapes over here. Scroll down to the bottom and we actually have all these different pages. There are 17 pages worth of new weird shapes. I think what we want is on page 2, so I'm going to click on the 2. And what you want halfway down here is where it says script. So I'm going to click on that and bring it out, and you'll see that the text looks funky. I'm going to change my last name. In the meantime, you can do lowercase, uppercase, doesn't matter for this. Now watch what's going to happen. You can actually now change through a bunch of different fonts. I'm going to go with that one. No, let's try a different one. Yeah, let's go with that one. Now, here's what I need you to do. We are going to, on your nameplate, we are going to put your name. All right, so I'm going to shrink mine a little bit, and I actually can align it. Grab both of these and align them. Okay, now notice I lowered the board to 5 and my name is at a height of 10. So that's fine. That way my name sticks out. That's kind of what we want. Now let's get to the main point of the lesson is we want to pull in images from the internet. So here's what you need to do. Open a new tab. Search for an image that would best describe you. You're going to be finding 2. So let's start with finding 1. I searched up Stratocasters by Fender. That's a type of electric guitar I have. And then add in this word, silhouette. All right, and what that'll do is give you a nice, clean black and white image that we can then bring into our TinkerCAD. So what you need to do is pick which image you want. So this is the one I want. Right click on it with your mouse. Go down to Save Image As. So right click on your image that you want, Save Image As. And it should bring it up somewhere for you to save it. It might save it automatically, and it's probably going to be in your downloads or your recent file. So I'm going to call this Strat. And here's what I want you to notice. Anytime you save an image off the internet, it's usually a JPEG or a PNG. All right, this is kind of important for later. So I'm going to save that. Now, here's the thing. In TinkerCAD, I can bring in TinkerCAD or 3D type images. So it's under this button called import. So click on import, and what it does is it allows other STL files to be brought in. It also accepts OBJ files and SVG files. You'll notice though it says nothing about JPEG or PNG. So at this point, the picture I just saved can't actually come into TinkerCAD. So here's what we're going to do. You're going to use the link called svgcreator.com. svgcreator.com. And that'll be on the home page. Scroll down a little bit and you'll see this brown spot that says drag or drop your image or select your image. So I already saved it to my file, so I'm going to click on this. Mine's set to be at the top, so I click on Strat, and it says your file is ready to convert your file. So I'm going to click on the orange box again, or the tan box. And what you'll see is the original, and I call this the spinning heart. If your spinning heart keeps spinning, you may have to refresh the page. So you'll look at this and be like, well, it doesn't look much different. And it really isn't. It's just converting it to a different type of file. So it converted it. Now I need to download this image and actually save it. Anytime you download an image from svgcreator.com, it will always want to call it generated. So you're going to have to change the name. I'm going to call it Strat. And notice it won't be a JPEG anymore. It'll be an S, scalable, V, vector, G, graphics. So hit save. Now what I did is I took an image from the internet, saved it as a JPEG, went to SVG converter and converted it. And then I saved that. Now let's go back to TinkerCAD, and now I'm ready to import my Stratocaster. So click import, and it says I can drag and drop. I'm just going to click choose a file. Right here it is. You also notice that if you did it right, it now has a Chrome icon in front of it, like a Google Chrome instead of like a picture file. So I'm going to click on that. And just a quick note, you'll see that I can bring it in, but what it's going to do is it's always going to bring it in very big. So a trick I just learned this weekend is to immediately change the scale. So if your image is big, like 500 by 700 millimeters, let's make this 15%. So change your scale to 15% the size, and then click import. It may take a little bit depending on the file. And here's what you need to know. It's always going to put it in the very center of your board. So here it is. And what's cool about this is it takes any image and now makes it a 3D buildable object. So if I zoom in, I mean, it's got all the properties of the picture, but now it's 3D. So I'm going to raise him up a little bit. I'm going to shrink him down a little bit. And if I want to shrink him so he stays in proportion, I'm going to click a corner one. But before I click it, I'm going to hold the shift button down. Hold shift down and now move that in, and it will scale it proportionately. But you'll notice not only did it shrink it side to side, it shrunk it height-wise. Look how small it is. So let's grab this top and stretch him up. So now you'll see that it is tall enough to be sticking out of my nameplate. Okay, I'm going to repeat this process. So I'm going to need a bigger board. So let me just align my name again real quick. So that's done. I can actually fuse them. I'll wait till the end to fuse them. So that's one picture. You need two pictures that best describe you. So I'm going to look up the Jumpman logo for Michael Jordan. I found one, and go through your process again. Right click, save image as. I'm going to save that as Jumpman. Go back to your SVG converter. Now, This has the remnants of my last image. So what I'm going to do is click right underneath the two images, convert and other file. Probably should be another file. So I'm going to click on that. Scroll down and I'm back to my original. Select your image. Jumpman. File's ready to convert. Convert your file. There it is. Spinning heart. Takes a little bit. There it is. Click download my SVG. Remember, it's always going to force it to be generated unless I change it. Jumpman. Save it. Go back to TinkerCAD. Import. Top right. Choose file. You have to find it. Again, yours will be in downloads or recent. My teacher computer set up a smidge different. It's going to be big numbers, 600, 500, 700. So remember, change your scaling to like 15% and hit import. Takes a little bit, and there he is. So I'm going to hold shift down and grab a corner and shrink him. He's too thin right now, so I'm going to raise the middle. And there you go. I'm just going to reposition some things here a little bit. I'm going to turn him, bring him over, something like that. So this is your goal, your last name on a nameplate, a board that is lower than your images, and two images from the internet that best describe you. I love basketball and I love playing electric guitar. So last thing I'm going to do is select everybody, go up to my group button, which is this one right beside the light bulb, click it, and they're all grouped. Now, how do we do this? What do we do from here? You are going to export. First of all, make sure your title is your last name and then nameplate. And we're going to go up here and click export because you're going to send me the STL file. So export, here's my options, OBG. I have no idea what that is, so I'm going to click on STL. And basically what you're doing is saving this TinkerCAD file for me. There it is, already saved, STL, save. And then all you need to do is go into Canvas for this assignment, click upload, and you're going to upload this STL. So the point of this lesson is to be able to bring any image from the internet into a 3D world and then work to design with it. Good luck.